Hey, happy day 63 of the BP Challenge. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, also known as Pajama Grandma. And today we're going to talk about sleep. Now, of course, sleep is something we probably could spend several days talking about, the background of it, the importance of it, and everything. But I think that if you're over 10, or if you're even 4, my granddaughter understands the importance of sleep and how important it is that we all get enough sleep, good quality sleep. This is actually something I started doing as part of my Pajama Grandma persona for an event 2 years ago. And actually, when I'm in a lighter environment or if there's light around me, I will actually use one of these sleeping masks, and it does help me sleep. When you're around other people, earplugs and masks or meditation tapes or fans or whatever helps you sleep and get a better night's sleep, I highly recommend. Now, how much sleep do you need? Today our challenge is going to be about how much sleep do you get on average. Just pay attention to it for a couple of days. What time do you go to bed? What time do you get up? Subtract the two. That's how much sleep you got. Now, it doesn't mean you got good quality sleep, but that's how much time you tried to sleep. Remember back when I was younger and running a whole bunch of businesses simultaneously, I got 4 hours sleep a night. I mean, I went to bed and tried to get up with a 4-hour block on any given night or morning, but sometimes I didn't really sleep at all during that time. Maybe I got an hour or a half an hour sleep if I was having a stressful time in one of my businesses or other. So the block of time doesn't necessarily mean that you got good sleep during that time. We all know that. So our goal is to, number one, create a block of time that's enough sleep for us to rejuvenate our bodies, and then we want to increase the quality of that sleep. We want to make sure we're getting a good night's sleep. I admit that now I get much more sleep than I used to, and the quality of my sleep is much enhanced. And I had to work at that. It didn't just happen automatically. It definitely didn't just happen on its own. I had to, on purpose and purposefully, take steps and take actions and test things on myself to improve the amount of my sleep and the quality of my sleep. Now, how much sleep is right for you? It depends. It depends on how old you are, how much energy you've got, how your health is, what you've got going on in your life, what your priorities are. But we can only go on short amounts of sleep for a very short amount of time. Actually, there's a disease where people cannot sleep and they die. They all die within like a year or a year and a half. They literally die. It kills you because our body only rejuvenates and our cells rebuild themselves and we heal ourselves when we're sleeping. That's part of why when you have a serious illness or something, a lot of times the medical profession will put you in a coma. I was put in a coma following my sudden cardiac arrest so that my body could heal itself. They knew they needed to shut me down for a certain amount of time if the treatments they were doing, they were freezing my blood, and if the whatever else they were doing, I don't know, I was out. So whatever they were doing and my body could all work together to get me better and help me recover from that event. And it worked, obviously. I'm sitting here talking to you today. So sleep is critical. If you need more information, if you want more information about sleep, hit me up in the comments below and I'll give you some good references. But otherwise, just know that it's like anything else. You need to figure out for you what is the right amount of sleep you need to get. And then you got to figure out, how am I going to get it? The way you're going to get it is you're going to schedule it. You're going to say, this is my bedtime. Most all the time, there's always going to be exceptions, but this is normally my bedtime. This time I go to bed, this time I get up. I'll tell you, one of the secrets that has changed my life and made a huge difference for me is that I get up the same time every day for the most part. Every single day of the week, of the year, I wake up at the same time. Now, there are some times lately where I didn't get up at that time, but I always wake up, and from then on, I'm actually wide awake whether I get up or not. But I get up at the same time every day. I have a morning routine. I follow that same morning routine. That has helped me amazingly. And if I know I'm going to get up at that time every day, I back that out to the number of hours of sleep I want to get, and that's what time I go to bed. I have found, believe it or not, that I need 7 hours of sleep. I operate best on 7 hours of sleep. Used to be 4, so 7 feels like double to me. So 7 hours of sleep has kind of been my sweet spot. So that means if I'm going to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning or 4:30 in the morning, I need to back that up. So 4, 3, 2, 1, 12, 11, 10, 9. 9 o'clock, 9 to 4, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. I mean, so I should go to bed at 9 o'clock at night. Now, last night, for example, I didn't go to bed till after 11. Does that happen? Absolutely. Is it the rule? No. If I'm going to, and just do the math, figure out the math for you. Maybe you need 8 hours sleep. Maybe you're younger. Younger people need more sleep. You know, I think till people are. So go ahead and just today, all you have to do is think about how much sleep you get, how much sleep you want to get, and then figure out how to schedule it. Put it on your schedule. Write it down. Or at least in your brain, trigger, hey, I need 8 hours of sleep. Got to get up at 6. Means I've got to be in bed by 10 or 11. If I'm not in bed by then, I'm not getting enough sleep. If I'm not getting enough sleep, I can do that on a short-term basis, but I cannot do that long-term. I can't do it every day, can't do it every night, and still function at the level I want to function at in order to achieve the goal that I've set for myself, or the goals that I'm continually setting for myself. So sleep. Questions about sleep, hit me up in the comments below. Comments, concerns. Again, I don't think there's a person that ever does a challenge. I don't think there's a person on the planet that can't benefit from paying attention to their sleep. Now, if you want to talk about the quality of sleep, hit me up in the comments below and we'll talk about that. And some of the tips and tricks and strategies I've used to improve my quality of sleep. I lay down and I am never awake anymore more than 5 minutes. On a very rare occasion, I'll have the monkey mind going, and then I do certain things to make sure that that stops. And I can let you know what those are. But it's been several years now where my head hits the pillow and I'm out in 5 minutes or less. And I would have killed for that in my 30s and 40s because I didn't get any sleep. And then the few hours of sleep that I did get, it wasn't good quality sleep. It wasn't hit your head on the pillow, sleep for a solid 4 hours. Because I probably would have been a lot healthier and a lot better off if I had had a good solid 4 hours of sleep versus, you know, I laid down for 4 hours and I got maybe an hour and a half of sleep in there if it was a good night. That's it. Sleep is your challenge for today. If I can help you in any way, hit me up. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Go to sleep. Take a nap.